So my first really question to Andrew, really, at the county. If I can't see him on my screen, but I'm assuming Andrew's still there.
Yes,
Andrew. Yeah. So listening to that feedback, the message that are coming across are around the timing and the commitment. And so, in relation to the measures that are already being proposed, what's the response we can give them on the timing and the level of commitment?
All right. So I'm not the cabinet member for transportation. As you know, I do adult social care, but I'm Exeter, which is why I'm here. So I've been back to talk to our highway planners while the call was on, and they want to see the initial quick wins we proposed on the ground by the 1st of June. So by the 1st of June, because that's when we think there are going to be more announcements on the lockdown. I would also add, I checked on Union Road, and hopefully Rob Hannaford will hear this as well, but that is very much on their radar, and they want to start talking to the local members who represent that area about moving the parked cars off the road as a quick, easy win. So that is something else that has been brought up. You mentioned on this call, and I've checked on that as well, because Union Road, I think Ben Bradshaw mentioned it.
Yeah, and in relation to the question about collaboration, I just wonder if yourself, Andrew, or Phil could just outline some of the collaboration that's actually taking place that people perhaps aren't aware of.
Is that Phil?
Do you want me to back?
Or we can both.
Yeah.
Well, Andrew, you go first.
Well, I mean, I'll start with. The biggest collaboration is we have written a joint transport strategy, the one that we went out to consultation on very recently, and was about to go through the committee structures, which is what we've discussed. You also have the Livable Exeter board. I think the proposals from this are going to go to that. So we're already talking at many levels. And of course, Hattock as well, which is a joint highways committee, is a joint committee between the city and the county council. In fact, chaired by a city council member.
Yeah, I mean, Kareem, with regard to collaboration, yeah, those are all the ways. But this message I've got from this meeting is that the speed in which we need to do stuff, and this isn't a party political point, but the fact is the process of orders and advertising orders, and then if somebody raises an objection and it only needs to be a couple, the months that these things can take. So we need to cut through some of that, and not in a way which stops people from raising issues, because people should be allowed to, but trying to somehow circumvent some of that to get some of the stuff done. And that's where we can work with some of the things, you know, with some temporary road closures that we've done in Magdalen Road, which have been supported by the county. That was an important initiative, Andrew, that we've done together. We need to do more of that, and to get people to accept that we need more cycling and pedestrianisation. Just to say about, there is an issue between shared space between cyclists and pedestrians. There's a lot of pedestrians complain about the speed of cyclists. I've been getting it. So cyclists will have to take a much greater responsibility for their actions on all of this. But I feel sure we can work together, and you know, we recognise the county is the highways authority. We don't wish to take their crown away from them, but I feel sure with Andrew, he sits on the city and the county. I feel sure we can work together with the county to bring many of these proposals, and we just want to be able to bring that forward.
Okay, so what I heard from Andrew was confirmation that the interim measures that are a response could be done by the 1st of June. I don't think you can go much faster than that. And he's got temporary orders in place to be able to do that.
That is what the highway planners are saying.
Yeah.
And bear in mind, Phil's correct that normally when you do a highway order, you have to go out and consult on it. It can take a long time, especially if people object. The ones we're using, though, are temporary measures, so they can be put in place, and then it's up to people to come to us after that. So it's much quicker to get them in place.
And then, so in terms of the media, I think that's really heartening to hear. And there is collaboration going on at officer levels around the support that we need to do to get these measures done. But the other aspect of the questions that was raised was beyond the immediate interim and the ambitions that were being discussed. And Ben isn't still with us. I'm sure Ben is still with us.
Yes, I'm here.
Ben, in terms of the other issue that was picked up by the workshops then, which is about that bigger ambition, you can see that there's quite a lot of sense that this doesn't go far enough.
No, and I agree with that. But I think we really need, we need the immediate stuff. I think it's great that Andrew's given the June the 1st date. I mean, that's brilliant. And Union Road will be a great kind of symbolic project there. But I think we then, and also my understanding is you under the government's new guidance, you can circumnavigate the usual bureaucratic, long-winded processes for doing these changes. I think then the county and you collectively have got quite a good strategy. I mean, the county has its strategic cycleways strategy, which hasn't yet been completed. So there's stuff that's already been designed that could be brought forward, hopefully. But then I think, depending on how we end up, where national and local policy and thinking ends up in 6-12 months' time, that would gives us a bit more time to plan the more comprehensive long-term changes that the city needs. And some of it will be old ideas, I'm sure, like making the arterial routes flow in one way and out the other one way, or new thinking, which is determined by how people are actually choosing to travel. So yeah, I mean, I think this has been a really good start. But I think you need those kind of immediate ones, the next 6 months to a year, and then you need the long term as well.